Hello, fellow authorpreneurs and noble self-publishing course attendees, as well as YouTube subscribers. I hope everyone's doing really awesome today. I recently did an author event to help promote some of my upcoming courses, and one of the things that indie authors or self-publishing authors seem to be struggling with quite a lot and seem to be fearing quite a lot is that their work is getting stolen. So I wanted to take a few minutes and give you a very brief kind of couple of things to think about. Again, this is just my opinion, and this is my conclusions that I've come to over the years. And it also has a lot to do with like law of attraction and how you end up attracting those things to you that you're actually fearful of, and how you project that into your life. So having this combined knowledge, I guess, is the reason why I have the opinions that I have. So first, you don't have to copyright your work. You don't have to register a copyright in order for your work to be copyright protected. This is a common misconception, but with the dawn of the internet and with so many people creating and publishing every single day, the copyright law basically says that once you create it, once you put it out into the world somewhere, it doesn't even matter where, online or whatever, then you own the copyright, period. So there's that. You don't have to register your copyright, but if you can, it does offer a little extra protection. The other thing is, if you're self-publishing on Kindle Direct Publishing, you always want to make sure that DRM, enable DRM, is checked. DRM stands for Digital Rights Management and will help to protect your book. Other ebook self-publishing platforms like Nook Press and various different other places, iBooks, Kobo, etc. I think even Lulu, they have the same kind of thing where you can protect your digital content. And so anytime you come across that, whatever platform you're using to self-publish, always just make sure that DRM is checked. So there's that. The other thing that I want to bring up about pirating and about people pirating your books is that you can't really stop it from happening, because even with DRM and encryption software and stuff, unless it's like government grade shit, people are going to be able to hack it and people are going to be able to steal your work. Now, the good news is that it's free advertising, free marketing. These people are going to find your book for free one way or another. They're going to find your stuff for free one way or another. And to me, the way I see it, now I haven't had a whole lot of experience with people stealing my work that I know of, but the way that I see it is they can't recreate your work themselves. So really, if your thieves get people to read your work, then they will have to come back to you for it. You know what I mean? For more of the same, because you're the only person who can create the work that you create in the way that you create it. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, for people who steal things like this and have kind of like that, I guess it's kind of a negative way to be. So really, I feel sorry for people who feel the need to steal. I don't get all up in arms and angry about it, because really it says more about them than it does about me, you know. But it is also free advertising. Like I actually considered putting my novel on a pirating site myself, to be perfectly honest, as a way to get more eyeballs on the books. You know what I mean? I kind of got freaked out because I hate those kind of shareware sites, and they're usually riddled with like viruses and what have you. You have to kind of get to know the sites before you use them. And at least that was the case with previous websites where they had movies to pirate and stuff. And it's it's just not good. It's a yucky way to get stuff. You know what I mean? It kind of spits in the face of everybody that does the work on it. And so I refuse. I don't condone pirating. However, as an author and from my standpoint, I have to kind of be at peace with something that is impossible to stop. It's impossible to stop, okay? If it gets to a point where it's really bad, I would definitely recommend a lawsuit. But if you're losing a substantial amount of money or something, you know. But the other way to combat that and to kind of help yourself is to promote other books by you, to promote your other books and maybe courses and what have you. That way people know that it belongs to you, period. There's no question. And if the person within the pages doesn't match the person's name on the cover, well, then it's obvious that it got stolen. You know what I mean? The other thing is if you put a lot of fear energy into your ebooks being stolen, then it is a lot more likely to happen. So my best recommendation for you is to take the proper precautions to prevent it from happening, but don't allow yourself to get sucked into like losing your mind over your book being pirated or getting stuck in that really bad mood. Think of it more like publicity that you don't have to pay for, you know. It in the long term will only help you, especially if you're not doing anything to kind of get revenge and add more negative energy to it, you know what I mean? And I know that kind of sounds like woo-woo and whatever to some people, but it's true. I've seen how fear and projecting can really, really, really be harmful to your own life. So it's really important to discipline your thought process and discipline your own emotional state, so that way you don't have all these things to worry about, all this doom and gloom and things hanging over your head that you hate or are afraid of. You know what I mean? So yeah, having said that, I hope that it helps, and I hope that you're able to just kind of embrace the process of getting more eyeballs on your book, even if it might not be in the best possible way. Your diehard fans and your readers and your tribe will not go after stuff for free from you unless you are the one offering it. So that's a big plus. It's important to realize that some people are just not the right people. You wouldn't want them as fans anyway because they're thieves. You know what I mean? So I would say just keep those things in mind as you go about self-publishing. And again, if it becomes a really huge problem, then it might be time to talk to an attorney. But as far as like, especially if you're just beginning and you don't have a whole huge fan base yet, it's good to just kind of embrace the entire process and the entire experience and be at peace with whatever might happen. So hopefully, having said that, this helps. And I hope to see you guys in class. I hope to see you back on the YouTube channel, and I will see you whatever video I do next. All right. I hope you have a great one. Thanks so much for watching.